I have to say, without a car ride, this doesn't feel... It feels forced. And I feel vulnerable speaking out in a public setting. Cars driving by, it's loud. Like, I'm now moved in with a friend for, what I believe is going to be a temporary time. And that it means sharing a lot with someone that, I typically don't share with. We share conversations, we share, some fun experiences together, but you find that there's a difference between sharing those with someone and sharing your living space, your living habits, your morning commute, your afternoon commute, your evening commute. It takes a lot of patience on both sides for someone to make that work. And that's probably why we have to be so grateful for our solitude, number one. But also when you find that special someone that you can share with these things, whether or not it becomes too much at some point, you still get that ability to share with them, right? Like that special someone you can share a meal with, you can share a conversation with, you can share a bed with, you can share your most intimate feelings with, you can share your sexuality with, you can share everything with them. And that's why when you find someone like that, man, it's important to know that you've found someone like that. Number one, to have that maturity and perspective. But number two, it's important that you don't take it for granted. Be aware of how good you have it. And that's hard to do in the moment because, it's so good that, anything that pulls you down from cloud nine, you're like, I don't like this. What is this doing here? We were here. Why am I down dealing with this shit right now? God, right on the main road too. And not inside my car, because my car's back at the apartment. But, and it goes the other way too. Like, I am grateful that I have a spot to stay with someone that I do enjoy being around. I'm grateful that, I'm able to save a little gas today and leave my car back at that apartment. I am grateful. But, when someone is set in their ways and that works too, and, they want to grow and change too, but they're like, this is how I do this at home, this is how I do that at home, whatever, etc. Who are you? That's their home. Let them have it. Just open area. But, circle back. It's important that you give yourself the time for that solitude, to work on whatever you need to work on, to take the quiet time, to listen to a podcast, and not have to share everything with someone, especially, a roommate, a friend, a coworker. That's a lot right there. And, if it's two guys, it's like, well, dude, fuck off for 10 minutes. I need to be alone. I need to deal with my shit. I don't want to hang out with you the whole time. And they should feel that way too. They want to do their own thing. And you do if you're good with someone. But I guess what it dials down into is there's going to be a lot of culture shock whenever you do something like that. It's important that it's just culture shock. and you have to adapt and overcome. So to wrap things up so I can get back to work, is that you have to find a way to be grateful for what you have, however you may find that. You need to be grateful for what you did have, and yeah, if you come back to it, good God, are you going to be one happy person when you come back to it, if you're in a situation like mine. But overall, like, life throws you these opportunities to find a way to adapt and overcome, to change, to shift. And that's what this is. This is an opportunity to figure it out. You know, I'm not going to stop doing what I do. I'm just going to do it differently. And if someone walks by, then hey, we're going to have a conversation too. And then I guess, you know, if you're in a situation like mine, where you're giving your special someone some space for, you know, the time that they need to grow and for them to become themselves so you can come back to them, then, you know, you can't go right back into your ways. You need to take your positive change and bring it with you, and then be grateful for what you have. But always be grateful, because without that, you got nothing. Oh, I needed to hear that, even from myself. Have a great day, man. Woman.